Alrighty guys, so the 2.4 live stream has not been announced yet, but it was supposed to be set up for this Friday normally. That's usually what the time frame would be, but that is of course Christmas Eve, and that does not line up with a lot of people's holidays. So many people are not able to come for it, so it's most likely to come on Sunday. But we'll see how that goes, because we'll probably get information on it probably on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, depending on what it's going to be. And we're going to talk about some of the things that you should expect for the 2.4 live stream with no leaks in this video. Jump into it. Now with 2.4 right around the corner, we don't have much time left on it. I believe the banner time frame is under a few weeks. Yeah, we got 12 days left in the banner. And the most notable thing to come out that's going to be coming out early on in 2.4 with tons of leaks in the leak stratosphere. Of course, people are talking all over Shenhe and talking about why she's good, bad, all that stuff. She looks amazing. I don't care what she does. She's cryo, she's a waifu, don't really care. She sounds like a great character to have. And the rumor mill around her suggests she's going to be really good as either a support or a DPS, kind of similar to Raiden Shogun-esque maybe. So we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know how she's going to be. She could also be a main. We don't know. The other character there in the mix, of course, is Yunjin. And Yunjin is going to be one of those characters, as you see, holding a Dragon's Mane Spear, is a 4-star character, most likely, because, you know, it just makes sense. She is Geo, so she's probably going to follow along with the defense meta. So what I would assume is that this is most likely going to be a character that you can use as a support that's going to support your Geo teams even further, or potentially other teams in the future, depending on what she's going to do. Shenhe also has been seen with a brand new weapon, of course, and this new weapon is probably going to be her signature weapon, just like every other character getting a signature weapon that is a 5-star, and it's probably going to have to do something with her boosting her kit in a very positive fashion. So that's the stuff from MiHoYo official. Let's go into stuff that we have been talking about that we can extrapolate from past stuff. All right, so for one of the things that should be coming out in 2.4, because there has not been a new island in a little bit, my assumption is that there's going to be a brand new area that's going to be brought out. That is going to be Enkanomiya. I think Enkanomiya. I don't know. Chat probably knows how to pronounce it, and they probably told me, I just forgot. But in the Kokomi actual character details, you can see the inhabitants of Watatsumi Island once lived on Enkanomiya at the bottom of the sea. It was only by the grace of the gods or Borobaxi bringing them up to the surface that the civilization of Watatsumi Island exists today. So essentially, after the war, that's where they sunk down to the bottom of the sea, or it stays at the bottom of the sea, and we're probably going to get a brand new island that, you know, of course, goes to the portal of below Watatsumi Island. This giant hole in the ground is probably a portal to Enkanomiya when we're out here on Watatsumi Island, because this is exactly where, you know, everything kind of rolls. And of course, with the Sakura Tree, we're capped at level 40 for quite some time. You can get over 200 sigils actually prepped for all the way. But one of the things that's going to be coming out in 2.4, most likely, if Enkanomiya does come out, it is going to be the tree level 50. And of course, you're going to get the same rewards you probably got from level 30 to level 40, where you're going to get another prototype along with it, of course, because you're getting the bow prototype. You're also going to be getting another crown that's happening at 35, which is 45. And then at the end of it, of course, you get the extra intertwined fates. There's not going to be any keys right now, so maybe there will be another key that's added on to the other region in Enkanomiya, or maybe there'll be other areas. I don't know what they're going to do for this key slot, because we've already gotten all the Shrine of the Depths, so that's kind of an interesting one. So maybe there'll be something here. There'll be like a brand new like free prototype or something like that, or choose your own prototype map. Her O face, bro. So in 2.4, we did a video a couple weeks ago about getting 10 free pulls as well as a free 4-star potentially coming as a return on the Lantern Rite Festival. I did this in an entire video. If you want to check it out, link in the description below. In that video, we talk a little bit more about like why the Xiao and Ganyu reruns are going to come out, and most likely will be the banners for reruns in 2.4. And it's kind of just an easy way to extrapolate it. If you want to know more details, those are most likely the characters people are most excited about, and they of course happen around the Chinese New Year. So if you want to see more about all the research and stuff that we did on it, then just check out the video. But of course, there also is the Geo Archon that has been, you know, talked about in the rumor mill that he could be coming for a rerun. So it does not know. No one has actually provided any concrete evidence on this. So we'll have to figure out on Sunday if we're going to get anything regarding him, because it is, you know, the leeway area. So maybe there could be a 3-run. I don't know. But all that along with the Bulbasaur Shenhe is going to be really, really fun. So I can't wait to play her. It sounds like a great experience. Every single 5-star for a long time has actually had their own unique boss that actually goes along with it. When we got Magu Kenki on one side, we got Electro We have the Electro boss for the Thunder manifestation for Raiden Shogun. We've got the Doggo for Ito, the Cryo Cube for Eula, the Pyro Cube for Yoimiya, and the Hydro Cube for Kokomi. So pretty much every single new character has had an entire new boss that's tied to them. So my assumption is that for Shenhe, it's probably going to be the same thing. Which means to me, we're probably going to go back to Liyue. We're probably going to have another boss that's going to be in Liyue somewhere where we're going to fight it. It's going to be somewhere it's not going to be close to Primo GV. There's probably going to be somewhere in here. So you can actually just fight another boss in order to get another character maxed out. Now, the Spiral Abyss has kind of been dictating the content lately, and there's not been a lot of stuff to do, but you can clearly see that they've been kind of pushing us toward more new enemies, like the Electro Fiend. We have the Thunder Craven Rift Hounds. We have the Rock Fiend Rift Hounds. And they've kind of pushed the content toward new enemies that you're going to be fighting that are also going to be countered by the new character that's going to be coming out. So in 2.4, I assume there's going to be another new enemy that's going to be brought to the game that Shenhe is going to be perfect to counter, most likely. And if it's that kind of character, it's probably going to either be a Hydro character or a Pyro character that's going to be for the new floor 12 characters. Not sure what it's going to be, but I assume that they're going to do something like that, because of course we have like the Electro Rift Hounds right now, and of course we have the Geo Rift Hounds, which is obviously really good to fight with Ito. miHoYo, of course, has been around trying to get a lot of different things for improving characters, making sure that the game is better. So I assume there's gonna be a lot more QoL fixes as well as bug fixes that are gonna be implemented in 2.4, but there is gonna be a nerf that's gonna be added in 2.4 as well. So there is a nerf. It's the first ever character nerf. I made a meme about this the other day, but essentially they're fixing an issue with Kokomi where Kokomi is actually way too OP. And there is the first ever nerf that this will probably happen. So there is a nerf that's going to be happening in 2.4 as well, and this is going to be regarding Kokomi. Now in 2.3, they fixed a small issue whereby she casts an elemental burst. There's a small chance that the quantity of times of off-field characters had their HP restored was less than the quantity of normal attacks hitting enemies. And essentially they basically said, hey, there was an issue with the burst, and now she's healing too little. But in the 2.4 update, there's going to be a change to Kokomi. So after the burst, Kokomi casts an elemental burst. She's going to regenerate HP for nearby pyramid minerals multiple times when normal and charge attack hits opponents. So which is different than the impact of previous versions. And because they changed this, Kokomi's going to get reverted basically to how she was. So essentially, they accidentally buffed her, but so now that everybody that has farmed the healer set, just letting you know that Kokomi will be a little bit weaker for overhealing next patch, because they are reverting to her to make it so that she's not going to get multiple hits of overhealing when auto-attacking enemies. For example, if you auto-attack enemies that are grouped together with the fix that they're doing here, and they are grouped together, Kokomi can do an area of effect attack. If that happens, then the area of effect attack will actually get more healing for your team. And if that happens, then you can actually get bigger overhealing, which means that Kokomi in this patch has actually been not representative of how good the new set is. In fact, the healing set that for the overhealing for the Ocean Hued Clam set is actually one of those sets that I thought was going to be a very, very OP set, and it was an OP set. So, but the thing is, this set bonus relies on the amount of overhealing that you're doing. And if you're doing increased amounts of overhealing because of that change that's gonna be happening in 2.4, she's gonna be doing a little bit less damage, or because of the AoE that you're gonna be doing, but it's not gonna be so much that it's gonna like break the game. It will just matter for any type of AoE fight for your healing. What I recommend doing is probably leveling up your talents, because right now my Kokomi actually hits the cap no problem. As long as you level up your elemental skill talent, you should be probably fine. But a lot of times Kokomi has actually been able to get away with very low talent levels on elemental skill for healing, for people to get the maximum cap for healing. So nowadays you may have to go for a higher amount on your elemental skill to get the overhealing to happen more often. There's been a couple other rumors that have been floating around that have come out, and one of the big rumors that have been talking about is, of course, is regarding something that you could possibly wear for characters. Now, we don't know if any character is going to get any new outfits in them. We haven't actually seen any skins in quite some time, but if miHoYo was going to do something, it would probably be happening in 2.4, because that's when Chinese New Year's is, so they want to do something celebrating something fun, so I assume that's when they'll probably do something kind of re-release. For the last bit of info that we're going to talk about today, this is basically just extrapolated because of how all the sigils work in Genshin. Now, right now, for both Anemo and Geo sigils, you can talk to the nice lady and you can give her the extra sigils that you have for Mora. And of course, along the way, you could pick up a lot of things like, mats, prototypes, etc., whatever you wanted. And there has not been one for Electro sigils yet, but with the tree being what it's at and how many chests you can actually acquire in Inazuma, my assumption is that the Electro sigils, if we're going to get an entire extra region for Electro sigils, these Electro sigils where I have like 100 right now, you get over 200, I think it's like 250 or something like that. We'll probably, if we're getting more chests that are going to land in the new region of Enkanomiya, we'll probably have to go to some kind of shop so that you can spend the overage amount that you actually have so that you can buy new things. My assumption is that there will be a shop starting in 2.4, potentially based upon this information, so that you guys can spend the extra Electro sigils that you so painstakingly grabbed out. Well, that's going to do it for this video. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen on the 2.4 live stream in the comment section down below. You have a wonderful rest of your day.